the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up.
another star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen it make another star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen it make another star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
That's the gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Fields going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Swift on the counter. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Badgley's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Now a play fake here on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he stopped immediately there.
Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looked like he had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
On second down, Montgomery able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Fields. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the third drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Bears 3. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the 50, here's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack them.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Fields. He's going to let it go again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This time they stay on the ground. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Once again, it's Swift. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and add their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. On the handoff, this is Swift. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, 63 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back to throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap, Fields. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They run out of the gun with Swift. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Out of the gun, Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
125 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Ebukam. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll drop to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Elijah Mitchell, 74 yards. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Fields now to throw.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because.